71.
Close enough. Only off a year.
2,000 more hours.
And I guarantee that car ain't going nowhere.
No, that car's not going nowhere.
You'd have to pay more for that car than you probably have, if it would even go. Because its reputation's kind of priceless.
I don't think a fella can buy that car.
I think you're right. And it just, even if you did, it would lose its charm just because you own it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
The reason that car is so famous is because of who owns it, right?
I think it's the story behind the car.
Well, that too.
You know, it ain't got to do it there. It's the story behind that car.
When I watched him buy that car, I'm like, this guy's an idiot.
Man, I'll fix some junk. I ain't got no lies. I have fixed some straight trash in my life.
She's looking better though.
But that car right there was beyond what should have been fixed.
I couldn't believe he bought it. I'm like, are we that desperate?
I have hundreds of hours when you're just getting that car back square and straight. And there's hundreds of hours in that car.
It may or may not have smacked a wall or two.
He jerked it out and hit the wall once, jerked it out with the forklift.
I saw that.
Again, jerked it out with the ramp truck. And it was already warped and bent and broke to begin with. I mean, people don't realize how bad the car was. The A-pillars are nothing but fiberglass and Bondo. There was about an inch of fiberglass and Bondo in the rear floor.
A-pillars are supposed to be like the main support to the...
Yeah, there's not support there. There's nothing. I didn't cut the trunk out of this car, and I'm not talking about the part Derek put in. I'm talking about the factory part. I reached in with my hands and pulled the whole trunk all the way to the floor pan out my hand.
Seriously?
I didn't cut anything, pulled it all out my hand.
That's...
The back glass, I didn't have it pulled out. I reached in there with my hand, I pushed it out, and it pulled the whole frame, all the window frame, all of it came out.
He was driving that thing.
And
fast.
Yeah.
He was running quarter miles in that for what, 160?
Yeah, I don't know how he's doing it. I mean, the car made like 1,200 horsepower to the rear tires.
Yeah, with a 10-bolt rear end.
Yeah, with 10-bolt rear end.
That's the luckiest man on earth.
And then the inner supports, they're rotted out. I probably got 50 hours of repairing the inner supports, you know, cutting out the bad places, welding into the metal, beating and banging with the dolly, straightening everything out, and then, you know, getting the body panels on the car.
It's just going to be a museum piece when you're done, though, right? Pretty much.
I really hope that he drives it and puts a lot of miles on it. I would like to see him drive it into the ground until it needs to be restored again.
So one of them dies?
I would like to see him put 1,000,000 miles on his car.
That'd be cool.
That's what I hope anyway. But
it's a famous car. I mean, think about it.
It is. But the car, you know, I've seen people in the comments talk about should just put skins over the old quarters or this or that. What people don't realize is there was nothing there.
Yeah.
There was absolutely nothing to attach any metal to. There wasn't even a frame in the car. That's a different frame.
I'm just curious how you're gonna do the paint. How are you gonna just somehow try to recreate the patina?
That's a secret.
Okay. We don't want to reveal any secrets.
No. But I will say when the car is done, it's actually going to be something you can drive. You know, Jessica and the boys can ride in it. And you're not going to die exhaust fumes.
Like the Rebel. That was the best one.
Yeah, and that car would have been no better trying to drive it because it was so bad. Even if you've seen this car in person, you don't realize how bad it was until you start cutting into it. Once I started cutting into it, it was even worse than it looked.
I need projects like that, though. You start grinding and the car disappears.
Yeah, because, like I said, even the floorboards had an inch of, you know, fiberglass and Bondo just coated, trying to cover stuff up. It was really, really bad.
It's looking good now, though.
If it wasn't Independence, this car was not worth fixing.
Right, right.
And I will
It'd be in my yard.
and I will fix some trash. I mean,
Right.
I'll fix some straight trash and be happy about it. And this is one car that I actually bought the world's worst Chevelle. Derek talked me into it. And that's the only car I've ever seen worse than it.
Really? You know what's funny? Before you started on this, it would not even been good for a parts car, other than the engine.
There was no parts on it.
Yeah.
There was nothing.
I've looked at cars that were that bad, and like, yeah, there's nothing. I won't even buy it for a parts car because there's nothing good on it.
There's nothing salvageable. When I was talking to my guy at A&D, he asked me what parts I'm going to need for it, and I said, if you make it, send it. If you don't make it, I need it.
Right? Just send me a whole car.
Yeah, I need it all. And,
the frame's good, like underneath. No, I remember. He fixed that. Yeah, he fixed that.
I changed out. That's a different frame.
Oh, it's a different frame. I was gonna say it looks good from here.
I actually built a tube frame that went under it that used the old frame, but the old frame was still so bad, even with the tube chassis.
Where did you get a frame for a 71 Chevelle?
I bought that frame off an old man who had it in storage since like the early 80s. The only reason the frame looks like it does now is because I didn't have a place to store it. It sat outside for several months. But that frame, when I bought it from him, it actually has some of the factory black and paint marks on it.
It looks good. It looks like a nice frame. That's why I'm looking at it. That can't be the right one.
It is. It is a really good frame. And I've bought 3 frames, and pretty good frames, but that's the best Chevelle frame I've seen in a very, very long time. It just looks kind of crappy where I let it sit outside. But I didn't have nowhere to put it. And then that rear end I bought for another car.
Is that not the 10-bolt?
No, the 10 bolt's around here somewhere, I think.
Hey, that thing deserves to live.
The trailer on stuff ain't even off the Chevelle that I've got in there right now. Just throw that junk around and roll it. But the car is square and straight.
I got a question. When do you have time to work on it?
Here's what I do. I will work here all day, and sometimes I'll go home for about an hour. And then I'll come back up here and pull my truck inside, lock the doors, and I'll work till 1, 2, 3 in the morning.
What time do you open in the morning?
8.
Okay then.
And then I'll some of this stuff I'll try to work. Like I'll be up here tonight. I'll ease out of here and maybe take me about a 2-hour nap, and then I'll come to work probably late tonight. And I'll probably work tomorrow.
You gotta love what you do to do that.
Well, I had to put a stop to this because I've got another project I'm doing. Actually, I got several projects I'm doing, but I'm about 2 months behind on a couple of them that I should already be way further along. So I've got to get caught up on some stuff. If anybody has a cloning machine,
has a what?
A cloning machine.
You need to clone yourself?
Yeah. I can use about 3 more of me.
I tried to clone myself and it came out clown instead.
Yeah, that's about right. That's how I wound up with Donnie.